Live by now.
We are
Are
going.
we live?
We are live. We
Live.
are live on Super Bowl Sunday. Wait, can I say that?
Oh yeah, we're probably not allowed to say that.
We're gonna get taken down.
Super Bowl Sunday.
Superb Bowl Sunday. Superb Owl Sunday.
There you go.
Welcome everybody. Glad you could make it.
Alistair's here. All
Alistair.
right. Actually, for a Superb Bowl Sunday, this isn't bad. We have Kevin and Bruce and Fallen Seattle, and we have Jill and Lindsay, the daughter, Pilot, Pete, Sandy, Steve, and I saw Alistair there. He must be coming in from the sidebar. That's pretty good for a
Yes.
Super Bowl, actually.
Good job. Thank you for
Bowl.
joining us.
All right. Got everything up except for... This is what I need up.
What did you pick, Jill? Jill picked a car. 6 months
Wait.
from buying.
Really? What are you going to get?
What did you pick? Subaru Outback Wilderness. Nice.
Ah, Supers are great.
That's for
Lindsay's
your,
a big fan.
For your lifestyle, that's perfect. All the camping you do, all the out and about.
So I want everybody to be excited about a couple of things here. My purple lighting in the background that I think you've seen in the previous shows. And this is a new microphone. This is not what you normally hear me talk into on the road. This is a Tempest 512. And Dave Hamilton suggested it. It's like $160 mic, and it was on sale for no apparent reason. It was on sale for $60 on Amazon. So I just bought one, and then I thought that'd be fun to try it out. So it's USB-C, a lot less dongles and stuff. But it's odd. I have to have it vertical, so I've been knocking it over a lot, which is what you heard during pre-show.
Kevin, you said you see nothing, meaning nothing in the
We're not live?
Now it do. Now it I do. Are you guys seeing the video? Okay.
Thought it was blue in a room and yellow in his.
All right. Good.
Okay. So Kevin's just having trouble?
Delayed. Yeah.
Video was delayed. Okay.
We're good. Thank you, Fallen.
All right. Well, I apologize for any noises you might hear from the family. We've got how many kids? Five kids, and
5 grandkids.
How many adults? No, they're not all our grandkids.
Well, but they are the next generation down.
Yes, the next generation down, and then Lindsay and her husband Nolan, and Nolan's family is mom and brothers. It's
their kids.
Yeah. So they might make some noises in the background.
In fact, I think you're about to be invaded, Alice.
Oh no! Oh no! No! Oh no!
It's the Super Bowl crowd.
Say hi, Sienna. Come in, Forbes. Stick in there. Hi, everybody. Thomas, can you see? Let Thomas in. There's Thomas right there. And Lily. All right, are you guys having fun?
Yeah.
Wait, did Juniper make it
Oh,
in?
someone got the light.
There's Juniper. Oh, and Nolan. Oh, Thomas, that's nice. All right, well, this is the most crowded I've... Terry and Alice, Ayumi, come here. Stick your face in here. There's Ayumi. Yeah, the crowd. Oh, geez, Sienna. Okay. All right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Say bye.
Bye.
Maybe I should. There we go.
Perfect. Oh, it could be out here a little bit.
We're good. Hi, Sienna. All right.
That was perfect. Bye, Lindsay.
Bye. Let's go.
All right. Oh, Sienna's in your room, huh? Hi, Sienna.
Can you say hi?
Hi. Hi, Mary.
Hi, Sienna. How are you?
She asked, "How are you?"
Yeah, that's Kevin.
That's Kevin.
We'll
That's-
go play that back at the...
That's big in Virginia.
No.
Yes, big in Virginia.
Yep. Big in Virginia. Oh, that's right. She can't hear me.
Okay, say bye-bye to everyone.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Mary.
Good job.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Well, thanks for indulging us there. All right. The show may not be long, but it'll be chaotic and loud. So,
Yes.
all right. Oh, great. Sorry, that's our
Our
house alarm going off.
You know, that's interesting. I had it on mute.
Yeah, it's on silent. The alarms, HomeKit alarms
still go,
for. So our Ring alarm is we've put into HomeKit using Homebridge, and when it alarms, it breaks
Comes
through.
through.
It
It's
should.
like a priority family member.
Yeah. Oh, we have not done a test recording here.
All right.
Actually, let me just hit playback and see if it's working because I have tested my mic. Actually, with all that banging around, I might just test it again. What do you think? Here we go. Hi, this is Allison Sheridan of the NosillaCast podcast, hosted at podfeet.com, a technology geek podcast with an ever so slight Apple bias. Today is Super Bowl Sunday, February 11th, 2024. This is show number 979.
I did not hear the music.
You did not hear the music.
Now, maybe they did in Discord, but I didn't. Okay,
We
so
did.
it's not coming through.
Okay, let me see what my settings are in. It was set to the right thing. Let's see. Audio. You're right. Input is not got. There we go. Oh, and this isn't set right either. This should be
Yeah,
set as mic.
that's right, Alistair.
And escape maybe?
That's what
Okay, let me
I'm
hit
listening to
playback
the
for you.
YouTube, essentially. What's being transmitted to YouTube.
Hi, this is
There we
Allison
go.
Sheridan of the NosillaCast podcast, hosted
got
at
that, Alistair, now?
podfeet.com. Okay, you got it? All
I'm
that's
hearing
gonna
it
give
now,
me
so
my
I think
first
we're
chapter
good.
mark because I actually did the recording. Okie dokie. Oh, I'm excited about this.
Thank you, Pete. That would really be.
Steve, you're muted.
I'm muted?
Oh,
No.
okay. They left beers in here.
Okay, I think we may have good audio now.
Steve, you are muted,
Really?
intentionally or
Interesting.
not.
I didn't change anything.
Okay.
But you changed something, didn't you?
Doing my chapter marks because Kevin probably told me to. No, Kevin. There he
Allison,
goes.
I'm not muted.
Okay, let's see. That,
Now she can't hear me.
that. Come on. What's going on?
Can you hear me in the chat room?
And right click and copy. And
Yes.
paste.
Okay.
Oh, I see one problem with that width I've got going. I can't see. Sorry, I can't see the third cell there. Okay, so now I can go to.
So I think she muted me.
There we go. Here we go. Doo-doo. So many windows. All right. Back in the olden days, it used to be really hard to add descriptions to images, when you're posting it to social media. You probably know that without an image description, people with visual impairments who use screen readers get zero value out of your posts. But it was so hard that a lot of people didn't bother to include everyone. But nowadays, it's really easy to add alternative text for screen reader users. My latest Screencast Online tutorial is all about how to add descriptions to your images on Facebook, Instagram, Mastodon, Discord, and Threads. And for bonus points, I even show how to use Be My Eyes to write your alt text for you with Mona for Mastodon. I've got a link in the show notes to a full tutorial. Nope, that's not right. I've embedded a teaser video in the show notes, but also a link to the full tutorial on Screencast Online, where you can watch it with a free 7-day trial, again, over at screencastonline.com. I always like to give the disclaimer, don't ever get the free 7-day trial because it lets you have access to all of the back catalog that's available, and you're going to want a subscription if you do it. But hey, I warned you. Go over, check out the free trial, and you can watch my image descriptions for social media tutorial on Screencast Online. See?
So
What's wrong?
You muted me because they hear me. It's something.
I don't have the ability to mute you, Steve.
Well, I don't know what else. If they can hear me, so something happened in
Oh, actually, I could.
YouTube and StreamYard.
So I don't have Edge up. Let's see. I heard you for a while, but you
Yeah,
disappeared.
but right when you did the change to get the music playing, that's when you dropped me.
When I stopped being able to hear you? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so, okay, you go away. Let's see. Come on, come on. Okay, stop it. Okay. Sound source was refusing to close. Okay, I don't know what to do about that. Sound source is really getting on my nerves.
How about now?
Settings, audio. Mike, you to the... Ah, no, the speaker changed.
How about now?
Yeah, there you are, Steve.
Okay.
I've got a problem with sound source. It won't close. If I tap on it, it comes right back. It's covered. I don't know what to do about that.
Kevin, I think that was in jest. We'll let that pass.
Okay, dumb question. Okay, this is the one I'm going to read a lot of. Let's see. So I go over here and I go here. Gonna add me a chapter mark.
Yes.
Bruce is inappropriate? Bruce is never
No, he was defending you.
Oh, good. Was Kevin disparaging my character?
Well, no, not your character. Maybe Bruce's. I don't know.
My intelligence?
No, not.
That's
It had
okay.
nothing to do with you.
Oh, okay.
You're rotated. All right.
I really wish. I'm going to quit and restart sound source. I can't
Okay,
work.
that's
like
fine.
a quarter of my screen is covered up. Oh, what if I did it over here? What if I can tickle it? Ah, I think that did it. Yes. Okay, I just
You good?
tickled it on the other screen. Yeah.
So I'm thinking this is where I might punch out.
Okay. If you don't care,
I care.
that's
It's
fine.
just
No.
this crowd is very reliable, and I don't have to moderate
Okay, so
this
he
crowd.
doesn't care.
Plus, you've
enough
got two
about it.
moderators here already.
All right. I don't know, but one of them's Kevin, who's apparently being inappropriate already.
No, he was not being inappropriate.
Uh-huh. All right, we're gonna have a little dumb question.
All right,
Music.
chat room. It's up to you. I trust you. Treat her well.
All right, this one's gonna be heavy. Here we go. It's the only hard part of the show. Let me check this. On Screencast Online.
Dumb
Dumb
questions.
questions. Dumb questions.
How do I? What is?
How come I always have to?
It's time for.
I'm recording. Why did you just open the door? Because I didn't know you were recording. He didn't know I was recording, guys. He just opened the door, made a noise.
Telegram me if anything comes up.
Okay, you gonna watch Telegram?
I'll keep an eye
Oh my god. It's like, okay, great. Halftime's here. Okay. It's really hard to get good help. And he considers himself critical to the process. I like this. Okay, here we go. Back to the show.
Dumb question corner.
Chelsea Cook wrote in with a great question. She wrote, do you happen to have any recommendations for MagSafe stands? I'm very late to the MagSafe party, having upgraded from an SE 2020 to an iPhone 15 Pro. I'd like one that could ideally charge all the things, but I'd like to know what my options are since looking at photos online isn't really feasible. She's visually impaired. Also, the horizontal ones where everything is just in a row would take up way too much space on my desk. I've been eyeing the High-Rise 3 from 12 South since I like that company, but getting two of them, one for the desk and one for the bedroom, is kind of pricey right now. Should I just wait for Qi 2 to get the full 15 watts? Well, I think Chelsea's final question is the right answer. My answer to her question was to wait. But let's flesh this out a bit more so you have the context and even a better technical understanding of what's under the hood with these chargers and why the very near future will be much better than where we've been. Right now, iPhone users have a couple of different options to choose from to quote-unquote wirelessly charge their phones. Now, wirelessly is a misnomer, of course. There is a wire, but it just doesn't go into the phone. Let's ignore that for the purposes of our discussion. Now, I'm going to be saying watts quite a bit. It's abbreviated with just a W. And let's make sure we all understand what watts means to you. It's not how much you can store in a device. It's a measure of how much energy can be poured into a device at an instant in time. This makes it the right measure for the speed of charging. Now, we're all pretty familiar with MagSafe devices if you're an iPhone user. They're magnetic and they charge an iPhone at 15 watts, which is considered fast charging. Now, fast charging is another phrase I really find annoying. Like, how fast is fast? So Apple certified MagSafe chargers are super expensive. It's really easy to drop $100 or more. You can also find cheap magnetic chargers that sound like they're just like MagSafe without Apple blessing them. They're magnetic, and when you stick your phone to them, the phone charges. But if you don't see the word MagSafe in the description, it's not going to charge your iPhone at 15 watts. They're limited to 7.5 watts. Keep in mind that price is not a reliable way to tell the difference between MagSafe and plain magnetic chargers. Chelsea mentioned the 12 South Hi-Rise 3. As she said, 12 South is a beloved company by Apple fanatics, but even 12 South are vague about this distinction. You think that for the $100 cost of the Hi-Rise 3, that would be MagSafe. But if you look at the wording about it, they do not say it's MagSafe, and they don't show the charging speed on the spec sheet. However, if you look at the 12 South Hi-Rise Deluxe for $150, they do say it's MagSafe, and they say it charges at 15 watts. The two chargers look like slightly different configurations of the same kind of device to charge an iPhone, Apple Watch, and AirPods, but the non-deluxe version does not have fast charging. Let's step back for a second and ask an important question. Do you need fast charging? Fast charging of batteries degrades them over time more than slow charging, reducing their overall capacity. This is true for every device, from phones to electric vehicles that have batteries. You also might not be in that much of. Maybe you sit at a desk all day and it's easy to slap your phone on a charger for a top-up midday. But maybe you're a road warrior, always on the run, about to catch a plane that you're going to fly, and when you need to top up, you need it now. Well, the non-MagSafe chargers out there use a standard called Qi. It's spelled Qi, but it's pronounced Qi, and it's governed by the Wireless Power Consortium. Apple never joined the Qi bandwagon, so MagSafe chargers are not under the Qi standard. The good news is that Apple have decided to give their MagSafe technology to the Wireless Power Consortium to be incorporated into the new and improved Qi 2 standard. Quoting from the consortium's announcement about Qi v2.0, the Qi v2.0 standard consists of two profiles: the Magnetic Power Profile, MPP, which is based on MagSafe technology contributed by Apple to WPC and branded with the Qi 2 logo. I'm going to stop my quote for a second. It's QI2, slammed together, the two letters and the numbers stuck together, Qi 2, and that's important. So they say that this Magnetic Power Profile, MPP, is branded with a Qi 2 logo and an enhancement. The second technology is an enhancement to the existing wireless charging Extended Power Profile, EPP. That does not include magnets, but complies with the Qi v2.0 standard. New Qi v2.0 EPP products will be branded with the existing Qi logo customers know and use today. Okay, let's break that down a little bit. We need to learn the new terminology. Magnetic Power Profile, or MPP, is what they're calling their implementation of MagSafe. They say if a device has MPP, that'll have the Qi 2 logo. But there will also be Qi v2.0 devices that don't have the Magnetic Power Profile. Those devices will not have the fancy new Qi 2 logo, but rather the old Qi logo. I don't know about y'all, but sure sounds to me like the Wireless Power Consortium folks went out for beers with the USB Implementers Forum folks, and they decided, man, it'd be super fun to be just as confusing with their specs and product marketing rules. So this leads me to want to explain how this whole magnetic charging even works in the first place. For the electrical engineers listening, put your pencils down and just bear with me as I oversimplify my explanation so the audience doesn't go into a coma. First, we're going to talk about Faraday's law of induction. You may have heard people talk about a Faraday cage, when they try to make a cell phone call inside of a metal elevator. Yes, this is the same Faraday we're talking about. But here's what Faraday figured out. If you take a coil of wire and you send electricity through it, it will induce a magnetic field. Okay, that's kind of cool, but what good is that information? Picture coiling a wire around some kind of a cylinder, like maybe a wood dowel, to make it into a little spiral. So you pull the dowel out and you've got that spiral of wire. Now, if you stick a smaller magnetic rod through the middle of that spiral, if you send electricity through the spiral of wire, the magnetic field that gets induced will actually move the magnetic rod. They call this process the creation of an electromotive force. Now, this is a fun experiment to do with kids. When our son Kyle was 13, we helped him and his lab partner Darius do this experiment. While Steve and I tried to engender excitement in them of this amazing feat of electromagnetism, they reacted exactly as you would imagine two teenage boys to react: utter and total boredom. Well, we had fun anyway. Now, by the way, this thing I've been describing here, the coil of wire and the magnet inside it, that's exactly how speakers work. So you put electricity through the, well, I won't get all the way into it, but it is how speaker coils work. Anyway, keep going. Now that we understand that current can move a magnet, let me blow your mind. A moving magnet can induce electricity into a coil of wire. Yeah, it works in both directions. Grab that cylindrical magnet and move it back and forth along its axis, and you can measure the electrical current changing in the wire. I love science. Well, we need one more piece of information for the story before I can connect the dots back to magnetic chargers. We've established that running electricity, current, through a coil of wire induces a magnetic field around the wire. Now, we don't actually need the magnet inserted into the coil for this to be true. That was just kind of a way to demonstrate the electromotive force. If you take one coil of wire with current flowing through it and get it near another coil of wire, the first coil's magnetic field will induce a magnetic field in the second one, and that will induce current to flow through the second coil. This works with both coils of wire flat as a pancake, as long as they're parallel and they're relatively close to one another. You can probably see where I'm going with this. With MagSafe and Qi, the charger has a coil of wire in it, and so does the back of the phone. We can plug the charger into main power, which causes electricity to flow around its flat coil of wire, which induces a magnetic field in that first coil. When the phone is placed on the charger, a corresponding magnetic field will be induced in the phone, and that will in turn cause electricity to flow into the phone, thus charging its battery. Now, I put a screenshot from the iFixit video of their teardown of Apple's MagSafe charger into the show notes. I froze it at a point where you can actually see the coils and the magnets inside. I learned something really important by watching this full video. Near the beginning, they cut open the connector end of the USB-C cable, and they show the circuitry inside the cable's connector. At this point, a light bulb went off for me. I have an Apple MagSafe Duo charger. It's a travel charger for the iPhone and the watch. It's been broken for 2 years. But after watching the video, I suddenly realized that since the cable on that MagSafe Duo is detachable from the device, maybe I hadn't reconnected an official Apple cable. I grabbed a USB-C to Lightning cable I was pretty sure was made by Apple, and my MagSafe Duo immediately came to life. Now, it isn't great anymore, and definitely not if you have a case, because this was designed before the huge camera bump on the newer iPhones, but I'm kind of able to smush it into a good spot to charge. And I was happy to know that MagSafe Duo I'd been sitting, looking at, staring at, angry that it stopped working. There was nothing at all wrong with it. That cable turned out to be important. Now, there's one more thing that makes this whole MagSafe thing just that much more confusing, and that's the magnet that holds the phone to the charger. This magnet has nothing to do with this whole magnetic field stuff. It's there to align the phone's coils to the charger's coils. You remember the original Qi chargers without magnets? When you were never sure whether the coils were lined up. You'd wake up to a dead phone in the morning because you'd bumped it. That's because they didn't have magnets to align the two devices. Now, the part of this that I didn't understand before now is what magic sauce does Apple add to MagSafe chargers to make them so much better than vanilla magnetic Qi chargers? Steve and I did a lot of research, and we can only infer the answer to that question. I'm going to take a pause to have a sip of beer here. Alistair, I'm glad you liked that experiment. See, you were more fun than Kyle. Oh, sheet of paper with iron filings. Oh, that sounds fun. All right. I did save. Michael King is here. Hi, Michael. Haven't seen you in ages. Okay. This is where I'm going to hand wave a little bit. We don't really know the answer to this question. All right. Evidently, Apple do a better job of aligning the coils, which makes the energy transfer much more efficient with less loss. MagSafe also has the advantage of matching the send and receive coil sizes. They make the phone and they define the MagSafe requirements, so it's easy to make all the coils match. But generic magnetic Qi chargers work with all different phones, so alignment and size of the coils is not guaranteed. Now, there's a term in this field, pun not intended, magnetic coupling coefficient. For a given magnetic system, if that coefficient was 1, that would mean that 100% of the energy was transferred from one coil to the next. That's not possible because there's always loss, so it's a number less than 1. We were able to find that the magnetic coupling coefficient for Qi is up to 0.5, so up to 50% efficient. That's the best you're going to get. When the USB Type-C interface was created, it introduced native power capability of 15 watts. This means that if a Qi charger has a magnetic coupling coefficient as high as 0.5, then a 15-watt power supply will only give you 7.5 watts of instantaneous power delivery. You know why it's 7.5 watts on the non-MagSafe chargers. We were unable to find a spec that gave us the magnetic coupling coefficient for MagSafe, but we can back into the number. Apple say that to use MagSafe for fast charging, you have to use a 20-watt charger to achieve the 15 watts of charging. 15 divided by 20 gives us a magnetic coupling coefficient of 0.75. This higher magnetic coupling coefficient, along with allowing 20 watts, gives us our 15 watts of power rather than the 7.5 watts with vanilla Qi chargers. I was pretty depressed about these efficiency numbers for both technologies because I thought about all of the wasted energy for zillions of iPhones across the world if we even use MagSafe chargers. But then it occurred to me to check what the efficiency of a regular USB-C cable is for transferring energy. I had a little trouble digging up the definitive answer, but the folks at Bachman had a chart that said 60-watt USB-C chargers operating at DC 5 volts, 3 amps, and 15 watts was 84.6% efficient. That's not that much more than MagSafe at 75%. So you're much better off in terms of energy efficiency using a MagSafe or Qi 2 charger that will get you this of 15 watts. Now, people often ask me how important is it to have a MagSafe case on their phone because the regular case still sticks to the magnet. Well, the farther away the coils are from each other, the lower that coupling coefficient becomes. MagSafe cases include magnets that help with the critical alignment of the coils we talked about earlier. If you want the fastest charge with the least amount of wasted energy while having a case on the phone, definitely go for a MagSafe case, and it doesn't have to be made by Apple. Having no case at all would, of course, be even more efficient, but for most of us, that's not really practical. Now that we understand the limitations of Qi magnetic chargers versus the advantages of MagSafe, we can get back to why I told Chelsea to wait. When Steve and I were at CES, we were positively tripping over companies telling us about their Qi 2 products. Remember that Qi 2 is not proprietary, and yet it contains MPP, the magnetic power profile that Apple gave to the Wireless Power Consortium. This should break open the competition to be able to provide lower cost 15-watt wireless charging. We may still have to have an eagle eye out though, because you'll see Qi chargers out there that don't include MPP, and those will not have magnets in them. Remember that. You can actually find a couple of Anker Qi 2 chargers over on Amazon right now. They're already out. But I'd wait until Qi 2 chargers are out there before investing in anything new. There we go. Didn't think the cable would be that low. Yeah, I can give you the link. I wasn't super happy with that being the only answer I was able to get, but that was the closest I could find to a spec about USB. And I don't even know who Bachman is. All righty. All right, we're going to speed up here. This next one is a CS Turner Overdrive. Hey, that was a music joke and I get it. Okay, now where did I put let's see, we don't need this up. Hide you, where's I thought I had a Finder window open somewhere. There you are. CS Audio. This is going to be not Exo Brew. We're going to have some of the XO Brew beer tonight, I think. This is a home brew kit. I'm just going to turn on the noise reduction here. And let's see how that goes. In anything new. A lot of you know that my mother had macular degeneration, and I actually have dry macular degeneration myself. I'm not yet going blind, but we don't know what's going to happen in the future, so I've got a lot of interest in blind accessibility anyway, and so I've now stopped by the Vision Aid booth to talk. Not yet going blind, but we... Okay, this is really cool. It's a simulator to show people what it's like to have macular degeneration or glaucoma. And part of the idea is for people to understand if they're, if your spouse has macular degeneration, what is it like to not be able to see in your central vision? And so I actually put it on this simulator, and boy, I hope I don't get wet macular degeneration. I can tell you that. But it was really a cool thing to see. Okay, I think I was going to say, I'm going to just put a little thing in here. That interview was positively fascinating, and they're doing really important work, but let's kind of cleanse our palates and move on to something a little bit more joyful. Let's see. All right, chapter mark. Thank you, Kevin. All right, did you guys see that while talking and reading, I actually pasted in some images from that article? Huh? How's that for multitasking? Somebody tell Steve that I multitasked. I thought that was, I was impressed by myself. Applause, thank you. All right, XO Brew is next. Okay, so that was Vision Aid. Control 4. I found out that you can use control and number keys to set tags. So I set them to green when I've done it, so I don't have to search through all of them. Okay, come on. You can do it. Okay, use the mouse you have sitting right here. Oh, that's not good. Oh, Finder started getting janky. Oh, actually, these have popped into iCloud. Huh. That's what it was waiting for. All right, let's see how this breaks up. Oh, yeah, I did it.
Appreciate it.
That interview was positively fascinating, and they're doing really important work, but let's kind of cleanse our palates and move on to something a little bit more joyful. My family is a big fan of beer, and in fact, a big fan of hoppy beer. And so I'm in the XO Brew booth with Bart van de Kooi. I got it. Right. Yeah, he's Dutch, and we've been practicing the pronunciation here. Yeah. And you've got some... Do you see that? I don't know if Steve's looking, but there's a cutout in the mic that we've been using. See that? You can just see the audio disappear. And you've got... Yeah, I wonder, I might be able to fix that. And you've... Nope. Got a little more. Got an interest... Can't see where it was. See, cut about there. No. Oh, I know. I'm doing that same thing I did last week. No. You've got an interesting product here to, looks like maybe do something at home. What do you... Okay, that's not what I meant to do. Hoppy beer. And so I'm in the XO Brew. I'm going to stop trying to do that. Okay. I heard they were giving the microphone to the guy who shows you to your seat. What is this? That must not be about the show. There it is. Come here. There we go. That's going to be it. That's going to do it. That's the keeper right there. And you've... Oh, well, it's just a little click now. Zoe's here. MIA. All right. Well, maybe she's watching the Super Bowl. Okay, so that's that. Now, who's after that? Okay, now I can do support the show. Let's see. Chapter market coming, Kevin. Thank you. And I was showing my Lindsay's brother-in-law my setup, and the thing he noticed the most was the tiny little mouse I'm using. Because of the way the setup is, it's almost impossible for me to reach around to where my trackpad is. So I brought the smallest little mouse I owned. All right, Marty, how's your Vision Pro, Marty? All right. Jonathan Wyman is our hero of the week. He went to podfeed.com/Patreon. I'm so self-conscious about popping my P's now. Jonathan Wyman is our hero of the week. He went to podfeed.com/Patreon and he pledged his hard-earned money to show his appreciation for the hard work we do to bring you all of the Podfeed podcasts. Take a tip from Jonathan and you too can be the hero of the week. There was like a 15-second ad. All right. And now there's another cool disability thing. This is an interview with a company who makes a device that converts your voice into your whispered voice into a spoken voice. It was pretty crazy. If you have recordings of your voice, like I do, you can have it be your real voice, but if you don't still have the gift of voice, the gift of gab, it lets you do, they have somebody else's voice, I guess. That's a good way of describing it. Let's see, Wisp edited. I want that one. Let's see, Control 4 and Control 4. And then I'm going to take this one. No, I didn't say Control 3. I said Control 4. There we go. Come on. Oh, I have to wait for it to download. This is so weird. I forgot that since I'm on a different Mac, it's iCloud. Maybe I should. I'm just going to bring that one up while I'm waiting. Okay. Oh, that did work. Hang on. All right. That did not work. Oh, escape. Oh, I don't know what that's going to do at all. Do you guys, Jill, look at this. So I tried to drag in a file, but it wasn't there yet. It wasn't downloaded yet, but it's still showing it, but with no waveform. There's nothing there, but I can't select it. Oh, good. It disappeared. Whew. Okay. Of the week. I'm at the Wisp booth with Joris Castermans, and they have won a fine CES Innovation Award for accessibility and aging tech for their product, and we're going to find out right. All righty. We're cooking with gas, guys. All right. And one last one. Oh, wait a minute. Shoot, that wasn't supposed to be next. It was supposed to be George from Tulsa next. I could switch it around. I can change the order. You're not the boss of me. I can do whatever I want. I liked that order, but not enough to spend the time trying to figure out how to switch it. Okay, we're going to do George from Tulsa next. All right, that'll be interesting. We may not end up with time for the last one. I may save that one for next week. Let's see, back on Hindenburg, drop in a chapter mark. Okay, I am in charge. Sandy says so. Full 15-watt charge. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, yeah. Okay, with George, we're at 40 minutes. Come on. There's a way to go to the chapter mark, right? Oh, it's because I haven't pulled it in yet. It is going to the chapter mark. Okay, hide that. Let's see, George from Tulsa. Oh, I'm at 39 before I add George. Yeah, that last one's definitely not going in. And I hope his FLAC recording comes in okay. Yeah, we're going to be nice and long without it. Click on it. I was, but I hadn't dropped the audio in yet, so I thought I was at the end, but I actually was at the beginning. Brr.
Hi, I'm George from Tulsa, and I started this piece thinking it would be a simple report.
I'm going to give him a little bit more gap there and take that little tiny bit off the front. Okay, let's back that up just a smidge. $1 a month. Okay, thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Hi, I'm George from Tulsa, and I started this piece thinking it would be a simple report about my new monitor and how it answers Allison's great framing question. What's the problem to be solved?
All right. Jill, this one's going to cost you money because he's got poor vision and displays. He's just been searching for the perfect display for a very long time, and he found an interesting solution. Well, I won't spoil it, but it is an expensive solution. So let's see. I am going to take the compact battery camera off. And I'm going to start next week's show, which is 980. Getting close to 1,000, guys. What are we going to do for 1,000 episodes? What's that party going to be? What are we going to do? Okay. All right. Okay, gonna bring it home. What? I will hold him and hug him and feed him and name him George. That must be. Is that about that doll, the kid's toy? Okay. Cartoon dog. Okay. All right.
Effectively, 2 4K screens in one. Bring a powerful graphics card.
Well, as people in the live show said tonight, we haven't heard from George in a long time, and it's a real pleasure to hear from him again. I have a feeling George's solution is going to cost some people some money, but I think it's a terrific solution. I have a large monitor. It's not as big as George's, but it's 32 inches, and I have to slide my entire head back and forth side to side because the corners are at the wrong distance. I can't see the edges of the monitor. So I think this is a terrific solution, and I know a couple of other people who've gone with the wide format curved display, and it sure is tempting. Well, that's going to wind us up for this week. Did you know you can email me like Chelsea did by sending me an email at allison@podfeet.com. If you have a question or a suggestion, a dumb question, send it on over. Remember, everything good starts with podfeet.com. You can follow me on Mastodon at podfeet.com/Mastodon. And if you want to listen to the podcast on YouTube, you can go to podfeet.com/YouTube. If you want to join in the conversation, you can join our Slack community. Where do you think that is? podfeet.com/Slack. You could go there and talk to me and all of the other lovely Nosilla castaways. You can support the show at podfeet.com/Patreon like Jonathan did, or with a one-time donation at podfeet.com/PayPal. And if you want to join in the fun of the live show like the great audience did on Super Bowl Sunday, just head on over to podfeet.com/live on any Sunday night at 5 p.m. Pacific time and join the friendly and enthusiastic Nosilla castaways. Thanks for listening and stay subscribed. Woo-hoo, whoop, whoop, whoop. You've been using the Brave browser. I am always browser curious. I download every new browser and I try it and I always go back to Safari. Let's see. All right, somebody ping Steve. Oh, I should tell him we're closing up here. Stick Nosilla castaways. Thanks for listening and stay subscribed. Oh, he likes that outro sooner. Stay subscribed. All right, I'm going to go get Steve and tell him to, by go get him, I mean I'm going to ping him. He said to ping him if I needed him. I'm winding up. Or is it winding down? I prefer to just remain annoyed at Safari. The only thing I have trouble with Safari is when I'm trying to code, things get cached. So I'll get an error and I'll fix it and it won't fix. Or worse yet, I'll break something and not realize I broke it because it was cached and I'd broken it and I didn't know about it. Bye, Pete. Nice seeing you. Oh, Pete, I thought of you when I was doing the thing about the Qi charging because I remember you talking about buying a cheap Qi charger. And I was yelling into my phone that it's not the same. But if, you don't need it, you don't need fast charging, it's fine. Except the wasted energy, I suppose. Let's see. I need a browser. I'm going to open up Safari because I'm going to bring it up. Yeah, see you next week. You guys can all go anytime you want, but I am going to be here for a bit longer. I need to start Auphonic running. I need to start the upload. Looks like we didn't have any glitches. Do you guys notice anything different with the mic? For example, normally when I'm on the road, I'm on using the Shure SM58s. Don't notice at all, huh? This is a little easier setup, except for the fact that it tips over some. Wait, correct the errors. What errors? Oh, choose file. Got to give it a file to upload. Silly. All right, there's my file. There we go. Upload and start production. There we go. All right. Looks like everybody's leaving. Oh, less background noise. Really? So this is a dynamic mic, no. What kind is it, Jill? It should have more. It's a starts with compress. Can't ever remember. Come on, Jill, help me out. She gave me the right terminology. It's not a dynamic mic. A dynamic mic is better at condenser. She said, she finally taught me how to remember which one's which. This condenses all of that background noise into the mic. So, we're winding up. Yep. You should go talk to people and say goodbye. Everybody's saying goodbye. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. All right. Sounds like I'm going to get company again. Hi, guys. Do you want the light on or off? Yeah, we can keep the light on.
That's okay.
They're just Forbes and Lily are just coming in.
All right. We are
you
back.
You don't get to be on the camera much. Do you want to come over again? No, she's good. All right. Well, I think we are all set.
That was a good halftime, Allison. You missed all the music. Usher just nailed it.
I heard it went by really fast, is what I heard.
It was pretty quick.
Bye, Steve. Alistair says.
Hi, Alistair. Bye, Alistair. Hi, Kevin. Hi, Michael. Joe. Sorry, I had to leave.
All right, hang on. I'm going to show. Lily needs to see what we're doing here. So, you see this view right here. There's Pip here in the other room.
Not the music.
And there's me. The people are looking at this camera. They can see you if you come in here a little bit. They can see you and they can say hi to you. They can only text. So maybe Lindsay can say hi to you because Lindsay's in there. Joel is still there, I think.
I'll say hi to him.
Oh, and here, if you put on these headphones, say hi to.
Hello, Lily.
Hello.
How you doing?
Good.
Guess who this is?
Okay, say bye.
Bye.
I stumped you?
Forbes wants to hear. Oh,
hi, Forbio.
SB Sharon says, hi, Lily and Forbes.
How you doing? Guess who this is?
What?
Guess who this is?
Pip beer.
What did he say?
Yeah.
Oh, we got to talk loud enough into the microphone. All right, well, now we're just doing gratuitous
yeah, we probably should close this down, but thanks for joining us, Forbes.
All right. I am now going to say goodbye. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye. Thanks for joining us on Super Owl Day. I'm ending the stream.